Hello everybody, welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Oliver.
And today, we're talking about crazy questions to ask your sex ed teacher.
Yeah.
When you were in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah. So, it's cool. The way we did this one, Matt's got questions that you were probably too afraid to ask.
Too embarrassed to ask.
And I found, testimonials from sex ed teachers revealing crazy questions that their students have asked them. So, we're covering the whole spectrum here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, sex ed back then it was such an awkward.
It was funny.
Yeah, and it was funny. It was weird. It was awkward. It was all of the situations, all rolled into one class.
Yeah.
So
and back then, giddy and giggly and too embarrassed to ask these questions that we're gonna talk about.
And we basically still have the mindset of
course,
a 12-year-old.
Yeah. So maybe
still just gonna sit here and giggle.
And this is the thing, is we may be able to answer some of these now since we're a little older, but maybe not. Maybe
probably
we'll
not.
laugh.
We'll probably just giggle like little assholes.
So funny story is 6th grade and 7th grade, my 7th grade health class, right? Talking about sex ed, right? You know how they used to have some intern teachers?
Yeah.
Like the young teachers would come in?
Yep.
And if someone remembers this, watching this, Miss Bennell, right? Drop dead gorgeous teacher comes in, and she's there for the week we're talking about sex ed. No one's asking questions. All the dudes are just in the room with boners. All the chicks hate her because she's beautiful. Dude, it was so crazy. Like, everyone had a crush on her. Even the teachers had crushes on this chick. So that just made it more awkward for no one to ask questions. It was great. I'll never forget her, Miss Bennell.
Everybody's got that one teacher.
Oh yeah.
As well, that they just thought was hot and that they had a crush on.
She was it.
For me, it was a middle school music teacher. Damn, I can't remember her name now. Crap. Yeah, it was like 7th or 8th grade music teacher was my teacher crush.
Yeah. But it's just the scenario with this. It just,
but yeah, of course it was. Of course it was a good-looking intern teacher or whatever.
And it was great because when she was young at the time, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's going about all this sex education shit too, and oh man, it was
everybody's just sitting there with their books on their lap.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. And then So here comes a question now. Again, these are questions that you were too embarrassed to ask when you were that young.
Yeah.
So, here goes one. You ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm going to pretend I'm the teacher.
Right. You're just going to be like,
student.
huh?
Okay, Maddie, do you have a question?
If a woman masturbates with a dildo or a vibrator too much, does it make her insensitive to regular penises?
I guess technically it's a valid question.
I know. So it's like, I don't know if it's, I don't even know how to answer. It's possible,
answer it either,
right?
I guess.
Because nowadays, obviously these dildos and vibrators are so realistic. A chick literally doesn't need a dude for any of that shit. She can just be like, yeah, okay, whatever.
So
so that was one.
All right.
Crazy.
I wouldn't ask that
Question.
I wouldn't have asked that.
I mean,
I don't think I cared.
Back then you didn't care.
No.
But I had a ton that I wanted to ask, but A, I was too shy, and B, I was too starstruck by my teacher.
All right, here we go. So my first one, and these were real questions asked to real health and sex ed teachers.
Right.
So this one was a 7th grader. A 7th grade girl asked if you could get pregnant from sleeping with a ghost.
No.
No. Can't. From sleeping with a... Right. I just want to know what that kid was thinking of.
And dude, there's,
That one's going to get a phone... That kid's parents got a phone call.
Oh, for sure. Wait, what?
You're like, hey, do you? Should talk to someone. Just
What's going on in the house over there?
What's going on over there?
All right, so here's another crazy one. Are you really still a virgin if you let a guy in through the back door? Debatable questions.
That one's been a debatable one forever. The answer is no. You're not a virgin anymore.
I remember I had met this girl years ago, and she was like, I'm a virgin. So, of course, I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. She explained that she does that instead of, because she's waiting for her husband. And I'm,
it's one of those things where
I'm just like, come on. I was like, okay, whatever. But, it doesn't count.
No, it counts.
But, yeah.
It counts.
But
they think it does. It counts.
Right.
It counts.
So I was luckily enough to have talked to this woman, and I was just in shock. I was like, wow, because you hear about that.
Right. And that's been a thing, like, in movies and TV shows.
Dr. Phil,
It's been a joke, you know what I mean, for forever, too.
So
that would be funny to get asked that if you were a teacher. Hilarious. Again, the parents are getting a phone call again after that one, you know what I mean?
And this whole time...
Can you imagine being that parent? And it's funny, it's not funny because I have a daughter, so,
right.
In 15, 16 years, if I get that phone call from her health class teacher, and they're like, hey, your daughter had an interesting question in class today.
You're going to be like, all right, let's hear it. What is it?
A murder over the phone.
And the only thing that I can think of is like, so now looking back, my hot teacher, Miss Bennell, if these questions were asked to her, in my mind, that's all I'm thinking, her just being like, wow, why am I a health teacher? I'm not going to be a teacher anymore. I'm going to go to math instead,
or English, or
God.
French. All right, this one's... So this teacher wrote in saying that one student asked whether a woman could get pregnant if a man were to ejaculate in a pool while she was in it.
Oh, that's a very interesting question.
What gets me, though, is that that kid jerked off in a pool once.
Of course.
And was now freaking out about whether...
Lindsay.
Right.
Is Lindsay going to get pregnant?
Crap. What am I going to tell my mom?
Yeah. Oh, that is good.
Idiot.
All right, so is it legal for a woman to auction off her virginity? And what is the going rate?
Well, technically, it's illegal.
Right.
It's prostitution.
Yep.
But I mean,
because I did read a story that this one lady overseas supposedly auctioned off her virginity.
Oh, people do it all the time.
Millions.
Yeah, people do it all the time. It's crazy. It's like a black market thing.
Yeah.
It's
and
crazy.
I'm just like, what?
It's crazy.
Oh, man.
It's also really weird from the other side of it, though. You know what I mean? Like these dudes are buying... It's
scary.
It's creepy, is what it is. But so going back to the whole selling point of it, though, technically it's illegal.
Yeah.
Because it's prostitution. However, it brings about an interesting debate. So why is it illegal to sell something that you can give away for free?
True.
As far as like prostitution goes, because in a lot of countries it's legal.
Yeah. It should be legal.
You know why it's illegal though?
Oh no.
It's because you can't tax it.
Oh right. Yeah.
Seriously, that's why it's illegal. That's why most things are illegal. That's why weed's been illegal for forever, because they couldn't figure out how to tax it.
And now that they're
taxing the shit out of it, and look, it's almost legal in the whole country now.
They should just legalize them both. You know what I mean? Weed and prostitution, and then just let it...
Imagine the money that would be made if they were like...
It would be boatloads of money, because the sex industry alone is $1 billion industry.
Billions.
Right. Regardless of which section you go into.
Right.
You know, legalizing prostitution and taxing it, making it safe, and, you know, all the standard codes
you
to
talk
whatever.
about knocking out the country's debt. like real fast.
With those two things.
Yep.
Weed and prostitution. And then now you're not taxing people. Jail time.
Yep.
Court fees.
And, I promise you, it would be a lot safer too, if it was, like house, whatever they call them.
Brothels.
Yeah. If they were, legitimate. You know what I mean? Like overseen, there was rules and regulations. And,
all that.
And regular testing for like STDs and shit being done.
Yeah.
It would be way less diseases.
Diseases, everything.
Fucking floating around.
And just dump trucks of money.
Dump trucks of money. Yeah.
And the women would be wealthy.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't be on the streets and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
they'd be their own business.
Right. Yeah.
Boatloads of money.
We got really off topic on that one.
But it's still,
Hey,
health teachers need to hear that shit.
If something's worth talking about,
right,
we'll talk about it on this show.
Of course.
God damn it. We'll have the great debate on things that are and shouldn't be illegal.
Yeah.
It's a good show. All right. Is it my turn?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. This one teacher wrote in and said, one boy asked what would happen if you put it in the wrong hole.
Oh. Well, he would,
That one, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to hold a straight face as a teacher.
Right.
On that question.
Hey.
Because I would just be like,
whoa.
Because that was an innocent question. Like, he doesn't understand what that question means.
Yeah.
And how funny it is to someone that gets that joke on the wrong hole.
And that kid's probably just like,
what's so funny?
What's so funny, dude?
I'm trying to get it in the right spot. You know what I mean?
And the teacher's just stumped. He's like, so,
and it's like there's two things that's gonna happen. One is nothing, or two, you're gonna get slapped. So. Sorry.
You will learn. He will learn.
He will learn. He'll learn eventually.
Oh, shit. All right, so if a woman has a lot of sex over the years, does her vagina necessarily get looser? I remember people always asking that. They're always like, oh, she's loose or this and that and that. But like, I get statistically, from what I've understood growing up, is I don't think that's possible.
I don't think it's...
You know what I mean? It's just based on the woman.
Necessary. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Because,
technically it's a muscle.
Right.
Like everything in there, it's all muscles. You know what I mean? So it's...
And I mean, now listen, women give birth to kids.
Which is literally an unbelievable thing.
Right. So
in my brain. I mean, and I watched
yeah.
I was there when my daughter was born.
Of course.
And it still doesn't make sense to me.
And that's why, to this, it's like a chick could have sex with 15 different dudes, and it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until she delivers that kid, then she's going to be like, okay, well, I might be a little loose now.
I'm telling you, man. The fact that women give birth to kids every single day, it's just...
crazy. Yeah.
They are the superior sex
of
to
course.
Us.
For that fact right there.
Just alone. Did you ask me to do that?
Dude.
Bro, you're out your mind.
I couldn't even imagine.
You're out of your mind, dude.
Yeah.
No way.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. One ninth grader asked their teacher if using tinfoil as a condom in emergency situations would be okay.
I mean, I'm sure it's been done. It's gotta be tough.
That's one of those questions where you get asked and you'd be like, no.
Right. Don't try it.
That's, just no.
Well, shit, we just did a show a couple weeks ago where the guy put a potato end Remember he used a potato end, whatever the hell that is?
Oh, yeah.
And it got stuck in the chick and it started growing like leaves because she didn't know it was stuck in her.
Right. And we still haven't figured out what a potato end is.
Yes, a potato, but just a potato end. So, I mean, but, so, yeah.
I forgot about, that was the crazy ER story.
Yes. So, yeah, I mean.
So gross.
Tinfoil? No, don't do it.
No. No. God, imagine how bad that would hurt.
Oh, man. All right, so here's just a kind of regular question.
Oh, man.
If that makes any sense. Is either sex more likely to cheat than the other?
Yes.
I think so, too.
Men.
I mean, the old...
Statistically, it's men.
Yeah. We're known as the more aggressive.
Assholes.
Yeah. I want to have sex all the time, blah, 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 blah. But the older I've gotten, I've come to realize that girls are just as like men than I thought. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Some conversations, women are just more dirty. Like, it's just like, what the when these women get together, I mean, you think men are pigs. Sometimes these women are just as, it's all natural, normal feelings, of course, but I mean, holy shit.
Yeah. Statistically, though, it's men.
I know.
It's us. Not us, but...
True.
Our kind.
Yep.
All right. So one girl in class asked their teacher whether semen could be used as a replacement for breast milk.
Oh, God.
Woo! Again, man. Again. Phone call. This kid's parents are getting a phone call, dude.
Oh.
How do they... I don't understand where the
thought came from.
Right, why is that like a suitable substitute?
Right.
For breast milk? Why not just regular milk?
Right. Right. There are other milk products out there.
Because it's not even milk.
Right.
It's you think it is, man. Apparently this kid hadn't been in class very long.
No, he was daydreaming about his hot-ass teacher.
Oh, my God. No, this one was a girl.
Oh, well. Wow. You never know.
Same difference.
Okay. So, if a guy fingers a woman with dirty hands, can she get a yeast infection?
Gross. Yes.
I'm sure, right?
Right.
Anything dirty, spur of the moment shit.
First off, I hope that she had better standards than that.
True. But
be like, wash your hands.
Right.
Bro.
Things are going down.
Right.
Oh, wait.
No.
Bathroom's not...
Down the hall, to the left.
Especially if it's like a mechanic or like a construction worker.
Right.
Like...
Somebody that works with their hands in a dirty environment all day. Well, you work at a print shop. Imagine you come with ink and shit all over your hands. You know what I mean? It's all up in your nails.
Come on, baby.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. I'm going to go wash my hands.
That's funny. You get back and she's gone.
Do you want to just watch Netflix instead?
So yes, I'm assuming wash those hands before you start anything.
So, this kid posed quite an interesting question here, and I don't know enough about the human body. Mm-hmm. This one kid asked their teacher, if a person is born with both sex organs, can they impregnate themselves?
Oh.
First off, I don't think that, that's possible.
No.
From a medical standpoint, I don't think that that's a thing that can actually happen. However, I don't know enough to be able to answer that question.
Yeah.
Because, I guess, technically, if they had both because that does happen. It's obviously... It's
talking about below the belt?
Yeah, they have both.
Wow.
It's extremely rare. Okay. Obviously, else it'd be a common thing. But it's extremely rare. However, if both function properly,
I mean,
then technically, I guess technically it would be possible though.
yeah.
But boy, that'd be a fucked up kid.
That's just taking.
Wouldn't that be like a clone though?
I mean,
Because it's all the same
Kinda.
chromosomes.
I guess.
So you get chromosomes from your mom, and you get what is it? 13 from one and 13 from the other.
Yeah. So it's just all you.
So you get half of your mom and half of your dad. So if you only got one of all of it,
Yeah.
wouldn't you be the? Does that be like cloning yourself?
I mean, it sounds.
I'm gonna have to.
It sounds like.
That's what I mean, though. You know what I mean? Like, how do you wouldn't be any different?
Right.
You'd be the same.
Yeah, I don't.
Because it's.
That's a whole other.
But it would be you. I don't know though. Because how would you?
Good question, kid.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
he's got everyone's
shit.
shot.
That's a. I'm gonna look that up. If there's anybody in the medical field that's watching this, which I'm sure that there's not, because we are.
I do have a doctor's appointment. I think my doctor watches this show.
No
I
way.
swear to God. And I have a doctor's appointment coming up. So if I remember,
You got, dude.
I will
how are you
ask
gonna forget? How are you gonna forget? You're gonna walk in and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I gotta ask that question."
I'm just gonna be like this.
Right.
Hey, enough about me.
I got a question.
So if she's gonna be like, Matthew, your blood pressure is skyrocketing right now. Does it
They're
matter?
gonna be like,
right. What's wrong?
why? Do you want to know? You can be like, well, I got this show, and we were doing a thing, and this came up. Okay.
I'm just gonna tell her to watch the show. Be like, you have to watch this show and get back to us.
Can you give us some clarity?
Yeah.
I need you to clear this up.
Oh man. All right. So, my teacher's standing up there. She's like, "All right, Matthew, what's your next question?" Can a guy's balls get stuck inside of him? And I've heard once where that did happen. It can happen, right?
They go back up?
Yeah, like stuck up in you. So like it goes up and it just gets stuck.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm surprised.
So if you got punched in the chest, technically someone would be kicking you in the nuts.
Right, that's true.
You're walking around like this. What happened? Oh, somebody kicked me in the nuts.
Yeah, I got it. What up there? Well, yeah,
It's a long story.
my fucking ball is stuck up in me somewhere.
Oh, it's super awkward.
But yeah, so
That would be an awkward thing.
I believe that can happen.
No.
So
Weird.
be careful.
Again, ask your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We got a laundry list of questions for you to ask your doctor.
I'm just bringing my notes.
Right. Yeah, just bring your laptop.
I'm gonna be like,
Do you have any questions? Oh, do I?
Right. Here, can you check these out
Hold
to
on.
see?
I got a list. I got a list.
She's gonna be like, "What is wrong
Right?
with you?"
What is your problem?
Be like,
What kind of show do you have? No, it's actually quite funny.
Right.
We don't always talk about weird shit.
We're just trying to have
Well, I
some
mean,
fun.
we do. Right. Shit.
And we need your help.
Here's another one. That again, mine are all questions that teachers have stated that they've been asked before. So one student asked, "How soon is premature ejaculation?" We're getting screwed already.
Well,
Here's the thing. Oh,
you have
I
to.
thought that was funny. I feel bad for the kid already.
Well, yeah, he's doomed. So, just count to 100 backwards in your head, or think of your grandma.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they tell you to do all those stupid tricks. All right. So, how do you know if a woman has really orgasmed, or is she faking it? This.
That's gotta be a weird one to explain to a guy. You're also talking like, I give health and sex ed teachers like a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Because one, you have like kids asking you like these hard questions. You know what I mean?
And you need to educate them.
Right.
You know, you need to let them know.
Right. But I feel like there's a fine line on
how detailed you get.
Right.
You know?
Right. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know. It's just
9 times out of 10 she's faking it. So there you go, man. That's the statistic you need to know. You think you're the man, but
and you're not.
You're not the man.
And you're not. Oh, that's funny.
So,
all right. This kid was probably buddies with the tinfoil kid.
Okay.
Because this kid asked, would a plastic bag work as a condom?
A plastic bag? Wow.
You know what I said? Better than tinfoil.
True.
But still no.
Right.
But you're getting closer. At least it's plastic now, not aluminum.
There are these things called condoms.
Right. Which are essentially a little, long, stretchy plastic bag.
Right. And, you know, I'm sure in schools, do they hand them out in schools? I don't know. Or
not in my school.
No?
I don't think that was a thing. They weren't trying to promote sex.
This is true.
They were just trying to educate on it.
Go ahead, children.
I don't even really remember my health class very much.
Oh, God. No?
No, I remember a lot of traumatic videos.
Oh, there were some
you
great
know what I mean?
videos.
Wheeled in on the TV that was on the...
And then the...
Right. That was the only class I didn't want to watch a movie in. You know? You hear that TV coming down the hallway when you're in history or English or whatever, and you're like, oh, yes, we get to watch a movie. And you hear it coming down the hallway in health class, you're like, God damn it, I'm going to have to watch childbirth.
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'll never forget mine. And
I think slideshow of STDs.
Yep.
Oh.
And so we had one. I had a sex ed class in 6th grade, but it was very, very basic. Mm-hmm. The one in 7th grade was a little more detailed, kind of like how extreme do you go,
right,
with the questions and all that. But I'll never forget because of that, Miss Bennell. Man,
that was the week you remember.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
She was amazing. God.
Well, Miss Bennell, I mean, if you're watching and you remember young Matthew here.
Yeah, I look the same.
I mean, she's probably 60 now.
No. Oh.
Yeah, dude. You're 40. What, 2? 1, 2, 3. 3?
Oh, Miss Bennell.
How old are you?
I think I'm 42.
42?
Yeah.
I think I'm 42. So,
She's
she must have been... if you were maybe 10, so she's got probably 10 or 15 years on you.
Yeah.
So, she could be pushing 60.
She probably don't look the same at all.
Well, you probably don't look the same either.
Miss Bennell. All right, so does oral sex count as sex or not? I remember a lot of people in my class wanted to ask that, but they were embarrassed because, we were just
blowing Johnny under.
We were just embarrassed, right? All the chicks are just like,
right.
Oh my God! Can we change the subject?
God.
But I don't think it counts as like sex. You know what I mean? It's just
technically, I would say that you were technically still a virgin.
Yeah.
But but it's a sexual act.
Yeah. It's foreplay or whatever the hell you want to.
You're technically sexually active if you're giving or receiving.
If you're doing that, I mean.
Yeah. All right, here we go. And this is probably my favorite question that I read that the teacher got asked. So we were just talking about how you go over STDs. Mm-hmm. AIDS is obviously a huge topic that's talked about in health class. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming that's when this question got asked. This kid asked, "How is Magic Johnson still alive?"
Stop it! Hey, it's a good question.
Can you imagine being that teacher hearing that question?
Man.
Mr. Horst, how is Magic Johnson still alive?
Well, you see, he has a lot of money.
I don't know.
Right.
I thought that was hilarious.
That's a good one.
I thought that was hilarious.
But a legit question.
Legit question.
I mean, because
legit question.
he is one of the only. I mean, was he fully cured?
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. So there's a whole huge conspiracy around that. Like how
we'll have to get into that.
He doesn't have AIDS anymore or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
wow. So I didn't know that he was fully cured.
Yeah. Well, conspiracy theorists think that there's, like, as far as medical stuff goes, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories.
Wow.
On, people think that all diseases and cancers have cures out there. They just won't.
I'm sure they do. They have to. They don't have to, but I mean.
I don't know.
So he's the only person that I know that has been cured of cancer or AIDS. So let's just say an average Joe Blow got it.
You're dead.
And he was But if he was cured, he would still make national news, like worldwide news.
Oh yeah.
And you don't hear of any of that.
Nope.
Wow, Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. How is Magic Johnson still alive?
And I'm thinking, how the hell is he still alive?
Right.
Oh, shit. All right, so is there really such a thing as female ejaculation or squirting? There is.
There is.
I've seen both ends of this. I've seen it up close, and pornos nowadays, I mean, they're just out of control, ridiculous, crazy,
I feel like that's ruining this experience for kids.
For sure.
Like health class.
Right,
because, I mean,
you mean showing them a porno?
Kids these days know so much more when they're 12 than we ever did when we were 12.
Yeah, because of the
internet. You know what I mean? Because of the internet.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, so
I feel I feel bad because kids these days aren't going to get this awkward class.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they have to ask a teacher these questions.
Right, and that's the funny thing, because nowadays you watch a porno and I mean it's unrealistic.
Well, yeah,
and you can
find them on anything. There's
like,
nothing you can't. There's nothing you can't find.
Yeah. So
a quick Google search.
Oh God. Yeah, the teachers had it.
Dude.
They had it. Well, now they
poor bastards, man.
If they don't know the question, Johnny's like, oh, so and so, and he's just like, yeah, you can
let's
Google
put it up on the screen. Let's Google it together. Kids be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So yeah, that was my last one.
Yeah. All right. That was your last one?
Yeah.
All right. Here's my last one, and this one's pretty good. This one kid asks the teacher, "What happens if I get a boner during sex?"
Oh. Well, you're doing something right.
That's one of those ones where it's like, hey, all right, we're gonna go back to fundamentals here. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's take it back to the beginning.
It's like in T-ball when you got to go back to learning how to feel the ground ball. You know what I mean? Wait. I got one more that I got to get out there because I think this one's funny. This one kid asks if you can get an STD from someone if you truly love them.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. You can.
100%.
You never know. You never know.
Oh, man. That's funny.
God.
Oh, wait.
That was good.
I had one more.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Last one. This one kid asks, is it still blue balls if they hurt, but my balls stay kind of skin colored?
Oh, man.
The answer is also yes. They don't have to turn blue.
He's just like,
right.
Well, I guess I'm good.
I don't have blue balls. I just have sore balls.
Oh, man. That is funny.
Man, I don't miss being that age. Going through all that.
So now that I look back and just like reading some of these questions that, being that young, wanting to ask, but you're too embarrassed, and, kids are ruthless.
Kids are ruthless.
They'll make fun of you, and you ask one of these questions, and that could be your nickname through high school. Dude. You know what I mean?
Forever.
Oh, look, there goes Blue Balls mad. He's asking Blue, But, so yes, those were some of the embarrassing questions you were afraid to ask.
Yep.
And you had the ones that
kids actually asked.
Asked. Yeah.
Pretty cool though.
So, yeah. So
If you've got a fun experience as well in any of your health or sex ed classes from when you were in school, definitely drop a comment down below and let us know because we'd love to hear that story too.
Yep. And if you were in or had Miss Bennell, comment below and, just give her a shout out, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's my shout out.
That's your shout out for the day.
Miss Bennell.
I'm cool with that. I don't remember my health teacher's name or my teacher crush, but
right.
If you were teaching music class in...
Well, it doesn't matter.
When was I in high school? I graduated 05.
Damn.
So if you were teaching middle school at Monroe music in 99 and 2000.
Ooh.
Sure. Then it was probably you, and I probably had a crush on you. Sorry.
Just gonna comment, like, subscribe.
Can't remember her name. Can't remember her name. Anyways, guys, don't forget to check out our full-length shows every Wednesday.
Yep.
You can also check out our history shows on Mondays, both on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. And you can listen to us.
Yes.
Our beautiful voices on all platforms.
All major platforms.
iHeart, Apple,
Spotify.
Google, Spotify.
We're everywhere.
Podcast.
Yep.
Podbean.
Google us.
Google us. Big time now. Shit.
We're Googleable. Dude, we're Googleable.
I like it.
I like it. Is that a real word? That's the word
It
of the
is
week.
now.
That's the word of the week. One drink's word of the week. Googleable.
Yep.
So Google us. Seriously, do that. Do it. Do it right now. Anyways, guys, till next time.
See ya.
Cheers.
Greetings, gladiators. This is Alex. I just wanted to say thank you for supporting One Drink Podcast. They are a couple of friends of mine that are supporting me, and they help me sell my monoprints. These are my monoprints. I make all these to be unique. They are all one of one, so when I print them, I make sure my graphics are laid down in different spots every time. And these thick hoodies all get the headpiece, so that's pretty cool, I think. Cheers to that. Also, I just wanted to let you know there is a discount code for you guys, One Drink. If you punch that in as you're checking out, you get 15% off. So I will see you soon, and thanks again for the love. Peace.
Take a chance now, it's so you can see how we're